Hello, Tyner and Jimmy. This is Ken Taylor here. Finally got to your video analysis, and so sorry for the delay. As you know, I had a computer virus for the lab. I've been trying to get it out for the last 2 weeks, so I do apologize and thank you for your patience. And we think we got all the virus out, so there might be some glitches here. So I don't have a pause button anymore, so we're going to kind of flow along with the video and kind of see what we have and take a good look. It is great that you sent the video in, and I apologize for the orientation. The orientation came out sideways, and I think that's on my end. So I had to take some time to kind of flip it upright, so you have the two kind of the two black areas on the side of the video. So it's kind of a skinny shot. Great job on the video, and the good news is you have already done a great job. You run well, especially lower body. You run off the balls of your feet. Looks really good. And we can get into the details. Now, nobody is perfect. We try to get to the classic sprint running form when you're running straight ahead called linear speed. And but we realize we're all human and nobody looks perfect. Nobody is perfect, including Usain Bolt. His form is actually pretty flawed. He makes up for it in other ways called talent. But on your form, you run great. Knees come up off the ground. I'll run the video here in a second. You're off the balls of your feet. I stopped it here at this video, and I guess I should have two spots here instead of the Olympians already. Yeah, there we go. The biggest thing that I can see on video is that well, your head is kind of tilted back, so your head is kind of oriented in a way that is kind of I don't know, tipped backwards, and all we have to do simply, your corrections are very easy, just tip the head forward. And I'll have a drill maybe in a second video as a bonus to you, where I show a guy doing a drill, and then I'll draw a line where just kind of tip your head forward, your upper body and your head forward, and that'll keep you going forward, kind of using gravity to the fullest. Now, we don't have to use gravity by like totally falling forward, but if we tip forward a degree, a half a degree, a degree and a half, you can actually pick up quite a bit of momentum and not work hard to do it. I'm interested in speed and interested in you getting faster, but I'm interested in it being easy, using gravity to your advantage. I have you compared here to one of my athletes who is a very good runner, and you see I've tried to be clever and stop you about the same position. You can see his head position here is his body is kind of in a straight line. Yours is in a straight line, but then your head kind of cranes backwards. So it's very interesting kind of a running form. Let's see, I'll what will I do? I'll run Asa here, and you'll see how when he runs he keeps everything in a straight line, and he's pretty quick off the ground as well. And that is one thing for you as far as I guess an additional thing is you're nice off the ground for who you are and who it looks like the athlete you are. You look like you could be quicker off the ground, just a quick bounce. We don't mean anything major, just kind of like jumping rope. And you know how you bounce real quick off the ground, and as you see the runner here, his name is Asa, you see how quick he pops his feet off the ground. Okay, and let's see, and we'll slow it down. And then the other thing he does really well, you can see how long his stride is. See how he gets into the air? You do that as well. Now that's a good position to stop it at. And what he'll do is he keeps his shoulders nice and straight when he runs. Those shoulders don't wiggle back and forth much at all. And then this hand, the up hand, will chop straight down into the back. Straight down into the back without it coming to the front of his body. Okay, let's run this in slow-mo. Okay, now he gets his left hand, always gets his left hand a little bit too high. But again, nobody's perfect. His running form is actually almost better than mine when I was his age. Okay, but the big point is he's quick off the ground, keeps his head forward, and the hand chops straight down. And there's very minimum twist in the body. Actually, he's coming off a broken leg, so his form is slightly off for him. Let's go to you and actually run this, and you can see where I drew those lines here. Let's get rid of these lines and see if we can kind of run this along here. Okay, so this is your position here. You can see how your head is way back. Looks like you're, I don't know, looking up for something, but your chin is severely back. Okay. So looking at your lower body, this is a great line. Wow, this right here, look at that line. That is outstanding. But then again, there's the head. You can see the shoulder twist a little bit. You can start to see that. Okay, so when you get there, your hand kind of comes in front. But as far as being great off the ground, look at that position. That is excellent. That is just, this here is just like a world-class sprinter as far as the lower body goes, and even a little bit of the upper body. Okay, and then we have to be quicker off the ground. Let me see if I can get to a front. Here we go. Okay, so there's a good position. There's your hand. Okay, see the arrow? There's your hand. Now watch it kind of come to the front. Okay, see that? Now again, that's being picky. But when the hand comes to the front of the body, the shoulders kind of turn a little bit, which makes the hips turn, which sometimes gets the elbow to fly out to the side. And again, if you're fast and you're doing this, this is a minor deal. Okay, but the rest of it, you can see how your knee kind of comes across the midline of your body. Let's see if I can draw it. See, the midline of your body is like, you know, right there. And then your knee kind of comes across that. So we want to straighten that out a little bit. But again, really good running form. I've seen a lot worse. So good job, Jimmy, in helping him do that. You can see his hand here coming across the body quite a bit. Okay, and then what happens is we get weird stuff like the funny hand that goes out to the side and the head, and it's just kind of a chain reaction. And then the feet kind of turn out. Okay, so with 2 minutes on this video, and again, we'll give you another video, we'll take a look at, let's see if I can do it, a couple of the Olympians. And I might have to come back to this, but I'd like you to see this start. Let's see. Okay, so it's kind of blurry, but you can see everybody's head is forward. Okay, and there's a straight line right here, and everybody here, in order for them to run this fast, they need to have that straight line because they're going straight ahead. There's no side steps here. I'll let you see this race. This is an amazing race from actually this year in the NCAA championships. And the girl in the yellow, she actually, as you can see, she actually wins. Comes from behind. Really crazy stuff. She doesn't even get a good start. She's from California. But you can see her head, and everybody's head is not moving. Everybody's head is nice and still and straight, right on top of their shoulders. Okay, very minimum, hey, let's go back. Very minimum upper body shoulder turn. Okay, pretty much for all of them. Okay, there was another one. Yeah, this one. Okay, so you see these guys. This is super slow motion. Okay, and everybody has their own thing. The big thing they're doing, you can see how quick they are off the ground, and this is super slow motion. So you got to imagine them running super fast. Okay, but there's the head positions. Okay, and there's very minimal upper body twist. These are Olympic sprinters from, I don't even remember, 2008, 2010, or 12. It's a European Olympian. Okay, and your running form again is really good. You're getting your knee up. Now this is awfully high. Well, and it better be high because, well, he's an Olympic sprinter. Hand is high, so he's a little exaggerated on the